All right, Ghostbusters. Well, we have a couple here. I don't know if they actually call themselves Ghostbusters or not. Tom and Doug from Wasatch Paranormal. How are you?
Great. Yourself?
Good.
Y'all ready for Halloween?
I think so. At least this is kind of getting me into the spirit of Halloween right here. Okay. Is there such thing as a ghost or ghosts?
I believe there are ghosts. We've had our own personal experiences. I think there are a lot of people out there that do believe that there are ghosts out there.
Okay, so you have photo proof, right?
We have photos. Everybody has to take their own opinion.
Okay, you have photos, but maybe not necessarily
proof.
Okay, well,
you have to look at them.
Let's take a look at some of them here. I guess the first one, City County Building, is that the one we're looking at first?
Yeah, the City and County Building.
Okay, what's this all about?
If you look in the doorway, right by the door handle, there's a face, a little child's face right there.
When was this photo taken?
It was taken, what, 3 months ago? 3-4 months ago.
What, at night when no one was there? Or
it
what?
was when we were getting set up. There are no children with us. I think that's the most important thing. And the story is that there are 2 children that actually haunt the City and County building.
Oh, yeah. See that.
So I think that's a really, really great photograph.
So the City County building's considered haunted?
Yeah, and they actually will say it. Most of the employees will. I don't know if the mayor will, but we never know.
Okay. Now, the next one we're going to see is Ogden Union?
The Ogden Union Station.
Okay.
What you're seeing there is a big streak of light. A lot of paranormal investigators believe that ghosts will show up as a streak of energy. Now, there's nothing there, and we were feeling a lot of cold spots at that time. And that's one of the reasons why I like this photograph. It just looks like a big streak of energy going across the screen.
Okay. Now, not only the camera picked that up, but you
We did not see it when it happened.
So that's just something on the camera. Okay. And
this is at the Union Station as well. 2 more what we call light anomalies. There is no one standing over in that area. This is in the Browning Theater. The Browning Theater during World War II was actually used as a temporary morgue for soldiers that had died in the Pacific Coast. So they would bring the bodies there, they would leave them in the Browning Theater, and then they transport them to wherever they needed to go.
So good reason that there might be some ghosts or spirits.
Spirits there. We've had a lot of activity there. They hold a little tour every year. It's called the Night at the Museum, and we just did that. A lot of activity, a lot of really people interested in it.
Okay. Now, this isn't like a full-time job for you guys. It's kind of a hobby, right?
It's a hobby.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Okay. What got you into it?
Well, I'm probably one of the many that got into this after watching Ghost Hunters on the Sci-Fi Channel. I would watch that with the family, and then I found out that Tom, my brother-in-law, did it, and so I jumped at the chance. I'm just like, I wanted to do it.
Okay, so Wasatch Paranormal, if people want to know more about this or maybe recruit you for some help if they have ghosts hanging around their house or whatever, what do they need to do?
They can go to wasatchparanormal.com, and they can email myself or Doug. On the front page is a little contact link, or you can just go to help@wasatchparanormal.com.
Okay, well, that is fascinating. Yeah, I take it you get a lot of calls?
We do. We've been very busy. WPI started in December of last year. I've been doing this 21 years.
Oh.
The WPI started December of last year. We just finished our 29th investigation. So we've been extremely busy.
Does it pick up more around Halloween?
You know what? The busiest time of year is actually probably April and May.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's when we get most of the activity.
All right, well, I'll look a little closer during those months, I guess.
And we also, just one more thing, we do not charge for this.
Yeah, we don't charge.
Our services are completely and 100% free.
Okay, well, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in today. It's fascinating.
Great.
Okay, and if I ever have an encounter, you'll be the first ones I call.
Great.
Okay, back to you guys.
Okay, hey, we have helpers with us.
Yeah, they're not ghosts.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they're
Gabby,
pretty scary. Okay, it's still scary out here in the lobby. We have Doug and Tom from Wasatch Paranormal, and Ron was able to show us earlier in the news the video that you have of some of the places in Utah
Some photographs,
that are haunted.
Yeah.
And do people go to these places just to see them?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
Do you give tours or anything? Or?
We do a tour with the Ogden Union Station every year, right around Halloween. We can take people. We're one of the few groups in Utah that actually invites guests to go with us on investigations.
Have you ever had experiences where people see it? Or?
Yeah, Doug actually had his first apparition a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it was at Ogden Union Station.
Yeah, that one's pretty popular.
Young female, about 19 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, walking towards me.
Oh,
I've lost
exhilarating.
I've lost count of how many actual ghosts I've seen.
So you don't even get chills anymore, do you?
Not very often.
Okay.
No.
Now you have some audio recordings, and we have it set up on the computer right now. So we'll try to listen. This one is actually you asking.
Yeah, I'm asking some questions like, we think there's a little girl in this room.
Okay.
And we're actually asking if she likes ghosts, or I mean, she likes games, jumping
Okay,
jack.
well, let's listen right now.
Would you like to play jump rope? Can you jump for us? Do you like jokes?
Right there at the end.
You hear dancing,
That's what she likes to do, is dance.
dancing.
Yeah, and we actually caught this in an
Wow.
old ballroom.
Where?
Out in a hotel that they've asked us
Okay.
not to say what.
Chills. Okay.
Cool.
They asked you not to say.
Not to say.
Okay, and then the next one we have is a clip.
This was actually just, yeah, this was just actually caught this last weekend.
Okay, and we'll take a listen now. You can hear it saying peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Like a little kid saying peekaboo.
And echoey.
Echoey.
Like in a big room
In
again.
a big room or something of that nature.
Okay.
It was actually down a hallway. What was happening when this was caught, is I was sitting in a room by myself. It was an old school. And down the hallway, there were some other investigators in another room. And you can hear that it sounds that it was closer down to where they were.
Okay, so it kind of echoed in the and down the
And down the
hallway.
hallway.
More
And now,
so.
also too, none of these we actually heard until we actually go back and listen to the
Okay,
audio.
so when you're there, you don't really
You
hear
hear 'em.
much. You might
No.
hear noises or something. but then
Sometimes
you have
we
to
do
go back
actually
and
do hear them,
decipher it a
but-
little bit. And what's the last one we're going to hear?
Something's wrong.
This
This
is-
one's really faint, but I really like this one.
Okay.
We were at. It's really quick.
It really sounds like something is wrong.
And we were actually at a very old building. I think somebody actually tripped or fell right after we caught this one. So,
Right after?
Right after.
Okay, that is creepy.
So,
Okay, so how can people check you out? You have a website?
WasatchParanormal.com.
Okay, and do you investigate if somebody has weird stuff going on in their house? You'll come check things
We'll
out.
come check it out. We use modern day equipment. We
Okay.
use smaller groups. Most of our investigators have been doing it at least a year. I've been doing this 20 some odd
And
years.
you're very popular on Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween is a lot of fun for us, yeah.
Okay, well, thanks so much for
No,
sharing
thank
your
you.
stories and investigations.
And there's no ghosts in here as far
Not
as
you've
we know.
checked it out?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're safe.
Whew.
And
The
our
chills-
services are free of charge.
Okay,
We
the
do not
goosebumps
charge
were for
at
nothing,
all.
guys. Back into you.
Okay, thanks. And
Ooh, I
I
hate it.
know.
It's too freaky.
maybe a ghost will follow you home, Debbie.
I said I didn't dare go in there because I was afraid a ghost would follow me home. All right, well.